Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Today is on the 26th of May. The month is almost over. You got only 1 week. You have only 1 week to go. Next week on Monday, a time like this, will be in a new month. All right. Let's see how it does. So this is what we did on Friday. On Friday, we are looking for sales below this point, sales below here, push all the way down. And we did get them very well. We had this candle broke over here. From this next candle, the moment I saw this, it's basically called this. Oh, sorry, this is what we basically call indecision candle. So the moment I saw the indecision candle form, I waited for the next candle to see if the next candle is either gonna break the high of this indecision or the low of this indecision. So the moment it broke this low, I took my sales. All right. I took my sales, went down with them. We had spare like the profit one, two, but I entered through the take profit one. So I had one, two, and three over here. And this was quite good. The moment we hit over here, exited the market, and you can see the market pushed all the way back up and then came back down again. And now it's pushing. So I've seen another opportunity over here where this candle closes above. There's an entry for the buy over here, but then I didn't take this because, of course, it happened at night and the market closed over here and opened over here and we just had, but then we had to push this candle this wick had to push up just to close this. As you can see where this wick has reached over here. Let me maximize it a bit so that you can see what I usually tell you. I usually tell you that whenever there's a gap, the market has to close it. Look at this. Where this wick reached over here, this is where the market closed. Market closed here on Friday. This is where the wick reached. So today the market gaps. First of all, opens here, pushes up, then pushes back all the way down. Right? The market goes down, then realizes there's still a gap over there. So this one comes back, pushes a whole candle over here, which taps exactly the same point that this week got on Friday, making sure that just close the gap. There's no gap anymore. So now and then the market continues whatever it's doing. So let's do a fresh new analysis and see how the market, what we expect on the market. In terms of fundamentals, let's see. What do we have in terms of fundamentals? We have, nothing much. Just ECB president, Christine Lagarde will be speaking at 5:30. That's going to affect the euro. Let's see on Tuesday. What do we have on Tuesday? Nothing high impact as well on Tuesday. Wednesday, we're going to be having some high impact news. We have the CPI and the AUD. We have the monetary policy on the New Zealand dollar. We have the FOMC minutes at 9 p.m. on Wednesday, and the dollar is going to affect the dollar. Thursday, we have the unemployment claims and the GDP on the USD. That's going to move the market, of course, at 3:30. Then we have the Bank of England, sorry, Andrew Bailey will be speaking. So the GBP is going to be affected at 10 p.m. on Thursday. Friday, to close the month, gonna be having the CPI on the German prelim. So the euro is gonna be affected a bit over there. Gonna be having the GDP on the Canadian dollar. That's gonna affect the Canadian dollar definitely. Then you're gonna be having the PCE price index on the dollar, 3:30 p.m. And yep, Saturday, nothing much. They're gonna be having the PMIs on the Chinese yuan. So expect a gap up or down on the Chinese yuan pairs on Monday. Right? Then we're gonna be having bank holidays. Okay, it's gonna be even in Kenya actually, it's Madaraka Day, right? Yep. Good. The year is still ending. It's going. The year is really moving fast. So let's go back, remove every single analysis that I've done before. And let's do a fresh new analysis over here. We start from monthly price action based on market structure. We're gonna use support and resistance to identify the areas that we need to get the breakouts. Okay. Need to identify areas that we're gonna need to the market to break above so that you can do the breakout trading. All right, there we go. So monthly resistance, monthly support over here. Still on the monthly side, still this month's candle has not yet broken any high or any low. So we're just playing in within the level of the last month's candle. All right, these months, we have this week, we have this week. Highs and lows on weekly. That's the weekly perspective. All right. So last week candle did not break any high, did not break any low. Still in between there, we have a new candle over here. Probability is it may continue pushing up. I'm seeing that this week. All right. Probabilities. I didn't say that's how it's gonna be behaving. Weekly over there. Then we have a weekly support over here. The support on weekly. On daily, sorry, not daily. So this is weekly, daily over here. We go down to 4 hours. While we add 4 hours, we gonna pick this one. So there's a reason why I'm not picking this, because this candle has not yet closed to confirm that this place is rejected. So I'll pick that one as a 4 hours support. 1 hour. Now on 1 hour, it's confirmed. So on 1 hour now, it makes sense, right? So I'm gonna put it over there where the bodies are. And then I'm gonna pick another area where we need to see over here. Yep, something like that. We go down to the last 30 minutes so that we can decide where the market is headed. Most definitely, this is what, yes. See, now this is a clear market move. We need over there, we got this over there. All right. So, and then we have this. We can't ignore this one. This is the current market. So definitely, this is the candle that we wanted to. We want this candle to close above. If this candle closes above, probably is we could do an aggressive buy at this point. You could do an aggressive buy over there, right? Potential. I like to say potentially because sometimes the market doesn't do what we want it to do. Potential aggressive buys would be should the candle break above here, right? So again, what we're doing is we are waiting for the candle to break to close above this point. If it doesn't close above this point, then there's no need to chase. In terms of 30 minutes, we also have this area. Cannot ignore this area on 30 minutes, right? So we have potential sells over here. Potential sells below this point over here. Once we get below that point, see that's already a sell from that side. So potential aggressive buys. And these buys, we're gonna continue with the buys. The reason I'm calling it aggressive right now is because I know it's a really thin place. And then we have a small over here, a small buy over here. But then of course, that's a good area for a buy. Trust me, it's gonna push well. And this is the highest of high now. That's the thing. So I'm gonna want to first of all put my stop loss just right, lean all the way to that point. All right. On to the other side, I'm gonna remove this. This I don't think I'm really using this. All right. On the other side, we're gonna look for cells, which will take from this point to that point and push down over here. So we're gonna be having take profit 1, 2, and 3. Should we have a sell below this point? Stop loss just above the area that we are waiting to be broken. Okay, you don't want to put a very huge stop loss. At the same time, you don't want to put a very tight stop loss because again, remember, fear or greed is going to make you lose something from this market. So both emotions needs to be managed. It's all about being moderate in life, yeah? You got to be moderate in life. All right, so here we are, and this is what we're going to be checking. I'm going to be checking this to see how the market behaves. Should we get these sales? It's going to continue pushing down. Should we get the buys? This kind of close above here, I'm going to execute a buy and continue pushing up with it. Should you miss these buys and probably get a candle breaking above this point and closing above, you could also take this buy. but you gotta be a bit very careful with what you're doing. Now, in terms of the sells, should we continue pushing down? You see, there's a whole lot, another area over here that the market should cover on the way to that point. So yeah, let's see. Probabilities are high. Probably this week we may end up pushing all the way down, probably again, or we may make a new high at the end of the week because it's the last week of the month. We may also try to make a new high. I don't know. Let's see how the market behaves. We will review it tomorrow, and let's keep an eye on this and see how the market is today, right? Trade well, risk manage your account very, very well. Do not trade what is without any confirmation. Please check your confirmations very well. Again, trade what you see, not what you think. And let's see you tomorrow, right? Take care and have a good one. Bye bye.